Shalom, let give all praises to Yahweh, Ma'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us His word. Just want to talk about, how the least of the flock is going to draw them out. Found this article out of news.antiwar.com, dated January 25th, 2021. It's entitled, Israelis Say They Will Attack Iran if the U.S. returns to nuclear deal. So yeah, this is just an example of the least of the flock, Amalek, the so-called Jews, least of the flock drawing them out. They're going to be the main ones to get this World War III started. They're the ones that are going to get this World War III started. The least of the flock drawing them out. But yeah, it says earlier this month, a Likud minister openly threatened to attack Iran if Biden revives the JCPOA, which is that nuclear deal. And Likud is just a political party in Israel. Israeli officials have made their opposition to the Biden administration returning to the Iran nuclear deal known. Some have even threatened a military strike on Iran if President Biden revives the deal known as the JCPOA. An Israeli source affirmed this to Breaking Defense in an article published on Monday. Israel needs to know and fast whether Washington plans to stop Iran's race to the bomb or take some action to do this, the source said, speaking on the condition of anonymity. The source said that Israeli intelligence is monitoring Iran's nuclear facilities closely. Israeli airstrikes on Syria were also mentioned, which have ramped up in recent months. This pressure will continue to grow as a preparation for a direct attack on the targets in Iran, the source said of airstrikes in Syria. So yeah, Israel for a long time has been trying to stop, the Iran nuclear program. And it's just another example. They say that they will attack Iran if the U.S. returns to the nuclear deal. They don't want Iran to have those missiles, but that's all prophecy. That's one of the major prophecies to look out for is the invading of Iran and starting the war with Iran, because then Russia's going to get involved, and U.S. will get involved, and the missiles will get shut off. It's just another article out of Sputnik News, just to cross-reference it. And this was posted February 2nd, 2021. It says a Likud minister says U.S. will never attack a nuclear Iran. Israel may have to act alone. Israeli Settlement Affairs Minister Tazachi Hanegbi believes that the United States will not target the alleged nuclear facilities in Iran, and Israel will have to either accept that fact or act independently in order to tackle it. The United States will never attack the nuclear facilities in Iran. Israel must decide whether it will accept a nuclear Iran. As quoted by the newspaper, Israel will be forced to act independently to remove this danger. Iran has repeatedly stated that its nuclear program is designed to serve purely peaceful purposes. On Monday, Iranian Foreign Minister Javad Zarif told CNN's Christine Amanpour that Iran does not intend to build a nuclear weapon, arguing that if it did, it would have done it some time ago. Instead, Iran has decided that nukes would not augment our security and are in contradiction to our ideological views. But yeah, I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but just Iran, you know, Israel's trying to stop Iran's nuclear program. They're like, if America doesn't help them, that they're gonna do it on their own. And that's just the least of the flock, drawing them out. First scripture is Jeremiah 50:45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord, the Most High, that he hath taken against Babylon and his purposes, that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldees. Most High is against America. Scriptures say, prophesy against, Mount Seir. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the flock represents, Amalek. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Actually, Israel's going to get destroyed right along with America with those nuclear missiles. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nation. Yeah, the earth's going to rock to and fro like a drunkard, man, when the missiles hit. This next scripture is Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcass, and the mountains shall be melted in their blood. That's going to be a lot of dead bodies, man. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree, as is the whole. It says, all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. It's talking about that mushroom cloud. There was no term for a mushroom cloud back then, so they described it the best way they could, and it was rolled together like a scroll, like you see in that mushroom cloud, For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my cursed judgment. Yeah, on Idumea, Edomites, those so-called white men, So the Most High is going to do a lot of killing, man. But yeah, this World War III is right around the corner. You can see these articles, very recently, that the least of the flock is drawing them out. The guy said, that political leader said, Israelis say that they will attack Iran if U.S. returns to the nuclear deal, So that's just more prophecy to look out for, So yeah, you need to hasten the day, endure to the end, man. And with that, shalom.